Right, it's just Kevlar across the board for the rest of NiP.
Well, we are about to find out if Na'Vi can carry the momentum from Dust 2 over into Train, or if the Swedish Ninjas, who widely regarded as probably the best team in the world, if they are going to be able to actually put a stop to the Ukrainian madness that's going on here. Bomb dropped all the way in the back here, and NiP starting on the more favored side is going to be a pretty nice thing for them. Last time we saw NiP play on this map, I actually remember Flaren playing extremely well in this position.
Yeah, once he got that AWP, Fiflaren seemed to just, bloom. Like, he was really doing some solid work for NiP, so that's going to be a big thing here, you can be sure. I was kind of wondering if NiP were going to go for like the Fiflaren play again, where he drops P250s for two players who have Kevlar, like Get Right Exist or Get Right. Well, it would be like Get Right Exist or Get Right Force or something like that, but that's not the case. Fiflaren going Kevlar as well, so NiP really going for the kind of like bar fight build, I guess, where it's like everybody's armored up and they want to slug it out at some point.
Yeah, they can certainly take some body shots here if they feel like it. Exist with the first headshot onto Edward, and there's C's to fall next. Forrest with the kill. StarSeries coming in. He gets a quick double in return, and it's back to a 3-on-3. No bomb plant, and 35 seconds left. They got to get something done. Forrest taking down another one. Flaren going to go down. StarSeries is not finished.
StarSeries is all over the place right now in the back line, just wreaking havoc, but we're in a 1-on-2, and Get Right is still alive here. He's rotated over from the inner sight, and he's closing on StarSeries, but StarSeries, did he hear that step? I'm pretty sure he did, and now he knows Get Right, not much room to maneuver here.
And he's going to go aggressive as well, has to reload. The bomb has been planted in B. He has to take down StarSeries, and he will do it. So now it's a 1-on-1, and they're on about equal HP. Zeus running away. Get Right, he's going to be here really quickly. He doesn't have a kit. He's going to have to run, and Zeus has a really smart position here.
Oh, this spot. Get Right actually checks, and Zeus gets dropped down to 1 HP. 1 HP on Zeus. Get Right gets the shot.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
He asked, and they answer 1 HP. He's got to be feeling upset about that, because, on Dust 2, how many rounds were Na'Vi down to just very low health and still survived? If it's going to be a similar story, NiP they're going to be kicking themselves.
That's heartbreaking, especially because you think that that's like probably one of the most solid spots for Zeus to be in the afterplant, just way up there, so close to where Get Right's going to be rotating in from. Does Get Right even check that angle? But of course, it's goddamn Get Right. You don't like out Get Right. He checks every single spot. He is so thorough, but it just doesn't work. 1 HP on Zeus, that's going to haunt him.
And now look at the confidence coming out here on Na'Vi. There's an MP7 on Edward, and there's a pistol on Guardian, who's going to be picking up an AWP later. They only have 3 rifles here in the second round, and that is actually a big risk to take here. StarSeries, though, is going to spot Freiburg, who was trying to sneak up from behind, so it's a good start. But if they run into Get Right down here, losing 1 rifle means Na'Vi is going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, but look at Navi's play now. After getting that pick on Freiburg, who pushed out from alley, they know where Freiburg usually plays, so they're going to be thinking, well, the defense is going to be weaker on A. This could work out for us. And they are shifting the bomb over to T main, or is it going to be an alley play straight up? And it does look like they're going to try and wrap around and really hit where Freiburg is supposed to be holding. They want to punish NiP for throwing away one of their defensemen here.
Yeah, and Get Right pushing up, though. NiP, they are making adjustments. They're actually already going to the A bomb site. Get Right is walking up, and the further he gets, the more he knows about what they're doing. Forrest here, missing a shot with the Deagle. Exist in the connector, does spot a couple of people. Forrest going to go down, and it's going to be Get Right with the return, finally.
But Edward up on the train by Pop Dog. He's going to find one. It's going to be 10 seconds left for Na'Vi, and they are going to get the plant, so that kind of makes me a little bit worried, just because this is something we've seen Na'Vi struggle with in the past, which is the time, basically round time, limiting them, and them running out of time with that bomb plant, so they get it down with 10 seconds. So we have to see, when it comes down to a buy round, are Na'Vi going to be as quick to play? They need to really avoid being so limited by the time in the end. They have to have some room to work with here. If they leave it down to 10 seconds again, that's going to be stressful, to say the least. It
will be stressful, but it's also sort of a very Na'Vi thing to do, isn't it? We've seen it from so often, and in the past, it seems to have really sort of, it's backfired on them. But maybe they finally found their place in the game here, because they're very well known for doing that stuff, aren't they?
And are they going for a pop play here? I mean, Seized, good start from him. He manages to find Exist. He's going to get a second kill as well. Forrest trying to make it out of there. He even clips Fiflaren in the connector. Seized is just holding solo. 3 kills for him now. This is an anti-eco round for Na'Vi, but they're doing a fantastic job. Even Edward getting in on the fray with the MP7. Going to pick up a bit of bonus cash there. He'll be pleased with that. And a near perfect round for Na'Vi. They just mop up NiP.
They even save the AK. Guardian even does that. So even though they lose a member, Na'Vi, they don't actually lose the AK because Guardian had just a pistol. Now he's going to be buying an AWP. There is going to be one on Fiflaren as well. And this is a critical round for the Swedish team. Again, Na'Vi already winning on Dust 2 means NiP. They need that bounce back. They need that momentum going their way now.
Let's see exactly. Fiflaren has decided to change it up. He's not peeking from back alley. He's shifted over to the connector. He's going to spot C's heels, and he's not going to land the shot. But now this kind of tells Na'Vi as to where they're set up as well. Edward already waiting in Popdog, and Fiflaren taking the position to hold this spot. If Edward decides to peek, he could get punished fairly hard here. Fiflaren is just going to be waiting, and now Na'Vi, they're going to go down. They're just going to slow the pace up and hope that NiP are going to push somewhere, but it doesn't look like NiP are interested in pushing at all. They're really all holding fairly statically here.
And another slow round from Na'Vi. You can just see them set up absolutely everywhere. The bomb only just being picked up by Seized all the way over at the T spawn, basically. Now they are going to remote to that B bomb site. Very likely going to be a B play at this point in time. And get right down here. He has no flashbangs or anything to keep them back with. Fiflaren has an AWP. That's the stopping power they have in the B bomb site here. And look at Na'Vi. They have 5 smokes left. Do you think Fiflaren is going to get any chance to use this orb?
He should be able to. That's the thing. The last time we saw NiP play Train, Fiflaren made the difference with that AWP. He always seemed to be in the right spot, and when it came down to it on the inner side, he was landing shots left and right. So we have to see if he's going to manage to again here, as GetRight is holding aggressively up close. He's going to get one, but then gets overrun, and now it's going to be Na'Vi with the plant.
Oh, Fiflaren missing a shot there. Edward in the smoke is still alive. The bomb goes down, and now Fiflaren with a grenade to the face is going to be dropped next. Freiburg with a really good return kill. He's up close and personal. He's going to go for the bomb plant or the defuse immediately here. Edward and Guardian, 2 on 3. They have to stop Freiburg somehow. Guardian peeking in. The bomb is defused, and Guardian does take the shot, but it's too late. So a great performance here from Freiburg. Single-handedly almost winning that round.
Oh, well, and Exist getting a big frag as well. That was Freiburg, Exist, everybody pushing in behind. You thought that it would be a bit of a tough fight there for NiP, especially losing Fiflaren to that nade from Edward. But that's what we're talking about. That's what we need to see here. More of that. Exist landing shots. Freiburg as well, just continuing with his performance from Dust 2, where he played so solidly for NiP. We need to see more of that from Freiburg. But now it's up to Exist to really step up to the plate. GetRight did what he needed to do. He got 1 frag. At least that's the thing. That's like the minimum requirement of him. Getting at least 1 frag in that position.
Oh man, but the big thing is that they lost the AWP on Fiflaren, an expensive rifle to throw away, and Na'Vi, they got the bomb plant. They've been winning 3 rounds, they can still buy. Even if Na'Vi lose this round, they can still manage to buy, so that makes a big difference here in the grand scheme of things. GetRight here with the Mag 7, and he's going to take down Edward. Last time, there's like a highlight reel actually from GetRight getting a double kill with the Mag 7 in that position, but he's only going to get the 1, and that's plenty so far.
Yeah, those anti-eco frags, right? But GetRight, he's like a machine when it comes to the reaction time that he has with this Swag 7. Like the headshot point blank, he just never seems to miss. And now he's still waiting around here. If Na'Vi decide to push up, that's the bomb. Right. If GetRight gets impatient and decides to peek around this corner, he could spot the bomb, and that's so much information for NiP to make a call off of.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all. Fiflaren down here is going to spot a couple of people. He gets the kill. Guardian going to take him down. Now GetRight stolen the AK, and this is hugely valuable for us. There's going to be coming in from Connector as well. Zeus is going to go and check, and he throws away the bomb, and GetRight, he's going to happily defend that for him.
Holy hell, Zeus decides to throw the bomb away with 14 seconds left. Na'Vi no longer have any time to do anything in this round.
Yeah.
And this is it. This is what we're talking about. Na'Vi, once again, leaving themselves no room to work with. GetRight up in that spot, playing it so safe as well, just really just holding his ground, and Zeus practically giving him the round, running up there.
That makes a really big difference. There's no doubt about it. You know, in a perfect world, he would have left the bomb behind and then gone up to check, but you know, that's the problem with Navi's plays, is if they get slowed down for even 5 seconds, all of a sudden, they actually just end up losing the round because there's no time left. Now, 2-3. And NiP finally starting to pull some rounds together here. And they need even more. I want to see NiP finish like 11-4 here for the first half.
That's what they need, no doubt. They need to just completely smash Na'Vi. And that's also just a confidence question here for NiP. They need to be able to prove to themselves, I guess, yes, we can chain rounds together. Dust 2 is just a fluke. Now we're going to start playing our game on Train, and we're just not going to let them get back into it at all. But Edward, once again, it's that standoff between Fiflaren and Edward at Popdog. Edward just waiting patiently around the corner, and Fiflaren scoped up and ready to take a shot as soon as he sees him.
Yeah, and actually someone's going to be crawling down there, Zeus, and there's going to be a smoke off. Look at that. They know exactly when Fiflaren can see them and when he can't. And now the push is on for this A bomb site. It's going to be down to the rifles. Forrest is here, and he's going to peek out after that flash. They're running through the smoke right next to him. He's not going to be looking the right way, and he goes down. Exist is in a great spot, but they're all gunning for him, and he gets the 1 kill only. And now Fiflaren picks off the... Well, actually, yeah, he picks off the 1 kill. He needs more, though.
Oh, that's a very cool play there coming out from Starks and Guardian as well. Guardian going for the bait, drawing Fiflaren's eye over from CT, and that sets it up perfectly for Starks to take the shot on Fiflaren. Very cool play from Na'Vi, but the feeling that you're getting right now, the feel that you get is that Na'Vi, they've got NiP figured out. It really does seem like Na'Vi have got a good feel for what NiP are capable of, and Freiburg is now the one who's going to be opting for NiP. This is definitely a round where NiP are just looking to even out their money across the board. They're like, okay, our money is all over the place. We'll just go for this round, force it up, see if we can do anything. And Freiburg with an AWP. We've been seeing this more and more often as well.
It does happen, and Guardian actually doesn't get the shot on Freiburg. Now they're going to be boosting up on the fence. Is Freiburg going to be ready? Flash goes in. Guardian is up there, and Freiburg is somehow faster than Guardian and takes him down. If they win this round, then NiP, that'll be a really big victory for the Swedish team, because otherwise they're going to be ecoing a hell of a lot.
That would be a monster round. That could be game-changing right there. NiP getting off to a good start once again. Freiburg, if he holds on to this AWP, but he is alone. He has no Kevlar. Freiburg, that smoke is down, but Na'Vi are going to flash their way through. Freiburg is here. He gets the point-blank shot off the Starks. He's looking for the follow-up. He's not going to get it. Now Zeus going to rush him down. And there you go. Na'Vi managed to get the kill and bring it back.
Nix is fighting it out. He takes down the 1. It's still not done for NiP. They lost all their rifles, and it's back into a 2-on-3. Seized and Edward left in there. Still waiting to put down that bomb with 35 seconds left. They're taking their time, and they're even shooting at each other. Seized. Oh, wow. Edward a little bit too jumpy. He's now down to 5 HP.
How much did he have to begin that before that shot from Edward? Holy hell, that would have been embarrassing if Edward kills him.
I'm pretty sure he had plenty. Edward goes down and now Seized. Heavily tagged up by his teammate in a 1-on-3. They're going to find him. Fiflaren goes down, and now Seized is to fall. The bomb is going to be defused here. I mean, that's a massive round. And Forrest, he's even going to run and pick up this AWP down here that Freiburg had. Actually, yeah, it should be over here. Forrest.
It's got to be at the back line.
Yeah, are they not going to save it? Could they not find it? I can't find it either. Well, alright then. 8 rounds in, and the score is 4-3. And then NiP actually saving themselves an incredibly important round there. I mean, 4 rounds, I think that's all Na'Vi can get here. If they get 5 or 6, that's too much right now. Considering how well they're playing, NiP need to gun for 11-4.
This is exactly what the pressure is on. And Na'Vi are spread out all across the map again. Starks is going to be taking point over here at Alley, but he's going for the same boost with Guardian, and it's going to be round 2 here between Guardian and Freiburg. Freiburg, no AWP this time around. He's just got the rifle, so if they find the shot, Na'Vi, this could fall apart quickly.
Yeah, maybe for the same reason Freiburg decides, I'm not really going to play this game. I'm just going to smoke it up and, you know, make you waste time and not take the challenge, basically. Which is probably a good idea, because the way, because, you know, Na'Vi are playing so slowly, there's nothing that works more in their favor than having, you know, than losing a guy early on to some weird duel. So, no reason for NiP to really play into what Na'Vi are doing, actually.
That's it. Well, right now we do have a pretty aggressive hold coming in from NiP, actually. Both members pushed very close up to Brown Halls here on inner site. Get right in for the farm with a bit of a Fiflaren, rather, with a bit of a crossfire setup here.
Yeah.
So this is not something we see too often, actually. That's a pretty decent setup if they manage to land their shots and get some good anti-flashes, and that's what's going to happen here. Zeus turns away, and now they know that there is one man close. Fiflaren, though, still going to land the shot.
Yeah, right, coming in, gets the 1, spray down, goes for the double, and he will get it, in fact. Didn't think that was going to happen. And now it's down to a 2-on-3. Guardian up high here. He could be the key man. Seized down in the bomb site, doesn't have that much health, and he's going to try and buy some time with some flashbangs here. But NiP are moving in. Seized gets the 1, spray down, could have easily been a double. Guardian, oh, he's flashed. He still picks up the kill, and Forrest here. He's got the kit. He's going to have to bait out Guardian, and that's certainly not going to be easy. Forrest here, he's go for his 1. Guardian, oh my god, he makes it look so easy. Instant shot, and Guardian was the key man. Picks up the double, and now we win the 5th round.
Guardian was not letting that happen again. Freiburg did it to him once, and Guardian killed him after the defuse went off. Guardian made damn sure he wasn't going to let that sort of thing happen again. And then Forrest, you know, you lose Freiburg in that position. Forrest, it's just an impossible situation for him, because Guardian can just peek him at will, essentially, at that point. So this is that was a terrific round there for Na'Vi. Get on the board and put NiP right back in the hole. Pistols here for NiP. They just don't have the money for a buy. And when we're talking about them needing to stop Na'Vi at 4 rounds, 5 rounds at the most, Na'Vi are potentially going to pick up 6 here.
I mean, right now, this is shaping up to be NiP as the first team in the lower bracket. That means they won't be out of the tournament if they lose this map, but they'll be fighting in the lower bracket, and that's in itself completely crazy. I can't imagine what the crowd in Kiev must be like right now. They are going to be so happy. Nice headshot from Freiburg, though, but it's going to end right there. That's pretty much all they get. So, what do you think, Sam?
Racking up the kills with that MP7 right now.
Why not get some more money? And Edward's been playing really well here on Train. Him and Seast both on 9 kills. Get right, though, in spite of being 3 rounds behind, he's actually top fragging with 10. But they need more than just Get right to step it up here. Forrest and Flaren on 3 kills each, and Exist on 4. They need everybody to step it up.
Well, this is going to be the big opportunity here for them to prove themselves, and it's kind of that back to the wall. Like, they have their backs to the wall here, NiP. They can't afford to give up any more rounds here on this CT side. They need to absolutely just lock this down from here on out and secure the remaining rounds in this half. There is no longer any wiggle room for NiP. And this is a big opportunity here for Guardian to start off strong. Misses the timing just a little bit, but then goes for a second shot, and Exist somehow doesn't get hit. So that was interesting there. Guardian almost had the opportunity to get Na'Vi an entry.
Yeah, that would have been really sick, and a really cool position for him to take up as well. And Na'Vi are so slow again. They're making sure they'll never get flanked. They set up so that NiP can't creep in on them, but at the same time they're slowly sort of pushing forward to see if they can get that first kill. And they have, a lot of the time they have.
Well, let's see, if Flaren, or was that Forrest? I think Forrest getting his toes shot off there. That's going to be a little bit of a wake-up call from Guardian, saying, hello, I can spot you in these angles, you better be careful, putting you on notice.
Now the smokes are up. The flash is going to go into the A bomb site, and NiP, they must defend this. Get right, going to take down Zeus early on. Nice headshot from Forrest. Will drop Seized, and now it's a 5-on-3. Guardian is next to fall. Get right, landing the headshots out in that courtyard, and the bomb is in control of NiP. Well,
but Ali, there you go. We have Starks who manages to sneak his way through. He will find a frag on Forrest and then get promptly clipped. Edward now the last man alive here with 20 seconds left on the clock. And, well, it's a bit of a tricky position for Edward, isn't it? I mean, he's got 15 points of health, and it seems like he's just going to make that right call, which is back off, hold on to his gear, and just try and save as best he can until he's waiting in T main and they find him instantly.
all right.
Odd.
Finally, something works for the Swedish team, which is we're not used to saying. Usually, it's NiP crushing on, maybe especially on Train. Maybe not so much on Dust 2, but I'm surprised that Na'Vi are able to carry over what they did on Dust 2 onto Train here. Not that Na'Vi are a bad team on Train, it's just that NiP for the longest time were sort of the reigning Train champions.
Essentially, right. And there's Freiburg. He takes a peek. Good bait there from Starks. Opens up the opportunity for Guardian. Fiflaren tries to bring it back and pick off Starks. That's not going to happen. And now NiP are playing. They're already going for this A play here, Na'Vi. They're already out onto the site. And Edward with the headshot on Forrest is going to start the ball rolling.
Yeah, stunning headshot from Edward. Really good start here. Now Cease down inside the site. Guardian going to pick up 1 kill in. He's already got the double. In fact, it's now a 2-on-3. Exist is up here. And oh, great headshot from Exist. Now he's going to jump down. Could have nearly dropped Zeus. But it's going to be on Fiflaren here. 1-on-2. If he peeks out, Guardian might just snuff him any second. And there it is. Triple kill.
Guardian too damn good. Fiflaren, he had, I mean, well, that's the thing. He has to worry about Guardian working his way around or getting that plant. He wants to stop Guardian from getting that plant, seeing as how he knows where Zeus is. But it's just, he's not quick enough with the shot. Guardian, man, is on point, and on Dust 2 as well. We were seeing the same kind of performance from Guardian. So his AWP is really doing a lot of work here for Na'Vi. But Na'Vi, they are spreading out once again. For a second there, I thought that they were going to try and speed up behind this, but they are taking their time, and they're not going to give NiP any kind of way back into this, because this is a bit of a mix buy again for NiP.
Yeah, if you're rooting for NiP, you gotta hope this is a really slow round for Na'Vi, because then maybe Freiburg can push up, and if he does, the rest of the NiP squad are going to know a lot about what's happening. Swedish team back to next to nothing. They have an M4, 2 for Masters, and just pistols. And the bomb, Forrest can hear them jumping around up in the white holes. Freiburg, if you just take a peek around this corner, and Guardian, well, and Guardian doesn't spot you, maybe you'll know a lot about what's going on here.
I decided to change things up, and Get Right's going to get Fiflaren's rifle. Exist is going to take a peek at Pop Dog. He walks right into Edward, who, was caught sleeping pretty much. No reaction from Edward. He keels over, and there's the man advantage now for NiP. But Fiflaren is still waiting over on this B site, rather, and they've got 3 members here now. And Exist, did he just spot the gun barrel from Guardian? I think he did, but Guardian is still quick enough to get the kill.
Now the push into the B bomb site. Well, actually, they fake it. Look at this. They're putting one guy up the sidewalk here. StarSeries is going to be just, making noise, flashbangs and smokes and everything. Takes down Fiflaren. In the meantime, the bomb is in the A bomb site where Freiburg, luckily, is still holding. StarSeries coming in, C's coming in. He's going to go down. Freiburg gets an important kill, and now it's down to a 2-on-3. Zeus is next in line. Freiburg going to drop him down, and let's Get Right with the shot on Guardian, and NiP win another round. It's a long road back for the Swedish team here, but they're not out of it. Even with 7 rounds for Na'Vi on the T side, NiP can still do this.
What a crucial round for them to win, but it really does seem odd, doesn't it? Because that's 2 mixed buy rounds now that NiP have managed to win. Like, what's not working for them on buy rounds that they're making up for in these mixed buy rounds where people have pistols and whatnot? Like, that doesn't seem to stop them. FAMAS's, whatever, NiP are just having great success on those rounds, and that's a game changer right there. Once again, NiP now have money to do as they wish, and Na'Vi just eat a full nade on an eco round. Guardian dropped down to 3 HP.
Yeah, God, I love that third-person camera view. It's so much fun, especially when you can see it coming and just manage to swap to it in time. So, yeah, I think that could have been an even better grenade if they'd just been a little bit more forward. But still, that looked great. They almost caught it there. Bit of an interception. Fiflaren picks off one and even gets a shot through on Edward. Now they're going to be jumping down, and Seized does a bit of a python, falls to his death. StarSeries is going to get the bomb. No, yes, he does. And that's $800 more for Na'Vi, and we're pretty close to the end of the half, so that $800 bonus could give Na'Vi another buy round, basically.
It's definitely going to. Yeah, they're going to have plenty of money going into this now. There's Edward and Zeus who are just a little bit low, so they may be limited on nades, but then StarSeries and Seized, they have plenty left.
Yeah, but they are so low that without the $800 bonus, they wouldn't have been buying AKs. They would have been below the 3,700 mark, so that bomb plant is really critical. Another buy round for Na'Vi, another chance to upset NiP here. 6-7 is going to be the score.
And now we have Na'Vi just kind of, again, just trying to pace themselves. Decent nades going out here. Fiflaren pushing very aggressively up close, and he gets chased away. Very risky play there from Fiflaren. That's not something we see too often, getting that close to T-main with an AWP, no less. Looking just for the point-blank shot, and he's not going to get it.
Oh, Exist also close, but he's alone up here by Electric. I'd rather if NiP had one more guy up here, because you can do a really cool crossfire when you're close to Electric here at the CT side, but if you're alone, it's going to be more tricky, I think.
Well, you can see it from the way that Exist is kind of dancing around as well. Like, he has to worry about Pop Dog, he has to worry about main. He's holding an angle that's going to give him a little bit of time to react if they push through Pop, so he's focusing on main. And he's got Forrest here to back him up, but there are smokes down now, and Na'Vi are pushing out. Exist starts off strong and picks up one, and Forrest will get one as well.
Nicely done. Exist gets another one of the C-set 75. It's going to be a triple for the in-game leader of NiP here. And Edward, although he did a great job making it into connector, he's now in a 1-on-5. So this is really encouraging for NiP. They're really far behind, but they're making it work somehow.
This makes such a big difference for Na'Vi as well. Not getting the plant in this round is really going to limit their money going into the 15th round of this half. So Na'Vi, I mean, in all likelihood, we're seeing 8-7 here for NiP.
Look at Edward. He's such a ninja. It's not just NiP who could do it. Fiflaren. Oh, he wanted to knife him. Well, Forrest is going to save him at the end. And I like the idea of knifing. Well played, Fiflaren, but it didn't happen. Now it's going to be 7-7, and we are into the 15th round of the second map here, and it's still the first half of the second map. Right now, NiP, they gotta do this, and they should be able to, Semler. 1 Nova Shotgun, 1 Galil. I'm not sure that's quite enough.
It's not really, but we have to see if they have the same kind of luck, right? If they can do the same thing as NiP have been doing to them twice now in this first half, which is win on mixed rounds. If they can do this, Na'Vi, this would be massive. To get the round lead on the T side would be one hell of a statement. But NiP, I mean, it's still really up in the air right now as to how this is going to go, because NiP are very solid on the T side as well. So I'm actually not convinced of this going either way yet.
Oh, well, Galil already being pushed in play, or being put in play by Edward. That's a critical kill now But no one from Na'Vi can pick up the rifle that they got from that. Freiberg goes down, the Nova shotgun and seized. Oh no! What's happening? It's going to be on Get Right and Fiflaren here. And mainly just Get Right because Fiflaren is pretty far away. Get Right goes down. Na'Vi, what a brutal round here to finish off the first half with. Fiflaren, oh my god. NiP, they've got to be feeling really low at this point. Fiflaren goes down. Na'Vi, they steal that round away. They should have not have won that round. Complete robbery.
That's the trend for Train. You know, buy mixed, win rounds. NiP, Na'Vi, doesn't matter who's doing it. You're going to win the round. Clearly, they're doing something right. Edward as well, stealing the M4 off the corpses at the start. Gives him more tools, gives him more momentum, and that was just a brutal round there. Na'Vi come out ahead on Train. 8 rounds on the T side of Train. And now we get to see NiP go for their T side. And the way we've seen them play it in the past, it's just brute force. So we have to see if NiP are going to be able to recover themselves somewhat and land some shots. I mean, one thing that they have going for them is that Get Right is top fragging, and by a large margin on the CT side and coming out behind in rounds. Get Right is still ahead by 5 frags over the runner-up, who is Guardian and Edward, who are both tied at 12. Like, that's ridiculous. Get Right is playing so well. We need NiP to really step together as a unit here to be able to come back in this map and keep their hopes alive for the winner bracket.
I mean, if they can make it back somewhere, if NiP can make this back and put us to a 3rd map, I'm going to be incredibly impressed. Right now, everything inside me, and this is more sort of a gut feeling right now than based on the actual science, it's just a gut feeling. To me, it feels like Na'Vi are going to take this map, and we might have to follow NiP in the lower bracket. I mean, but the thing is, with the lineup of teams, you know, you have Na'Vi, NiP, Virtus Pro, and Titan. You know, it's always going to be upsetting to see someone go in the lower bracket. I just think there's like a little bit more upsetting somehow to if it was it's going to be NiP. I would have bet a lot of skins on it being Na'Vi to enter lower bracket first.
Oh yeah, I think that the general consensus is going to be that. But then Na'Vi, home turf, like how hype is everyone going to be over at StarSeries at the LAN if Na'Vi were actually able to do this? 2-0 NiP, continue on through the winner bracket to the winner bracket final over Ninjas in Pajamas like that. The whole place is probably just going to like blow up. The level of excitement in that place is going to be unreal. But now you know, that's the thing. It's not over yet. Now we switch over to the T side, and NiP are very strong on the T side of Train as well. So Na'Vi, they come out ahead in rounds, but this pistol round is crucial. Na'Vi need to pick it up once again. They just need to lock in this pistol round, and then we can really start talking about them 2-0ing NiP here in this first match of StarSeries.
Yeah, even if NiP win this pistol round, I still think it's going to be a really, really tough fight ahead. But the pistol round from NiP is absolutely crucial. The Swedish ninjas, they know this too, and you gotta imagine that, you know, hard as they might try to build up some sort of team momentum, you know, we saw them do a huddle earlier on, a bit of a high five, you know, but right now, if they need to come back to it, they gotta sort of drown out the shout of the crowds in the background cheering for Na'Vi, and that mentally, psychologically is a really big difference when you're playing on another team's sort of home turf.
Look at Na'Vi, the way that they've set up. They've got 2 kits, and they're playing super passively, like very passively on both sides. A site, they focused nearly everybody on alley or close by, and on B site, they have both members holding this B site very far back, one all the way by connector, and the other all the way up on upper, basically. So here are the smokes, and here's the play. NiP are going to make this B play. They're going to look to get out here and get this plant as quickly as possible.
What a sick grenade coming out here from Zeus. That did incredible damage to NiP. Now Guardian with the first kill, taking down Freiberg. The rest of Na'Vi, they're coming in here. The bomb is down for NiP, but they're losing players left and right, and they're all on the one side of the bomb side. You can't do that. You need to be spread out. Seized is going to go down. Forrest bringing back with some excellent headshots, but it might not be enough here. The bomb already being diffused. Look at that. Zeus, he's on it 2-1 seconds. Forrest doesn't know, and the bomb is going to be diffused. Forrest with a double, but that's all they get that round. And now I mean, you said it, Semler. Now we're close.
Now we're definitely within striking distance. I mean, NiP, they play it, they get that bomb plant, but then they get grouped up, and then they eat another nade right on top that nearly takes Forrest out and drops Get Right down low as well. But the way that Na'Vi went about that, they're like, okay, we know that they're both here. We've got them in a box. What Stark's holding from connector. Zeus has support from the heavens as well. Just such a difficult situation for NiP to get in there and even stop that diffuse.
Look at this. NiP going for a straight bomb plant. They smoke up from all the way in T-spawn. They get Exist running out Pop Dog to put down the bomb. Really well executed from NiP here. They don't need to win the round. All they need to do is put down the bomb, and then they'll be happy. Great kills coming in, though, and Forest still alive with the C-set 75 will be taken down. So a little bit of a scare for Na'Vi then, losing a lot more players than they should have. But NiP, that's 2 bomb plants and a lot of money in the upcoming round. So a good execution coming out from the Swedish team, and that's what they need.
That's exactly what they need. That is going to be fantastic. They're going to have max money basically going into this follow-up round now. The big 18th round buy round for NiP, and they've got full AKs, nearly full nades. Like, this is excellent. They have so much money going into this round, whereas Na'Vi have just taken quite a bit of damage. So they're going to be a little bit, well, they're not going to be too worse for wear, actually. They do have a respectable amount of nades, and Guardian has got his AWP. And look at this. They're going straight up aggressive into Pop Dog Na'Vi right at the entrance.
Yeah, with 3 people as well. They were definitely anticipating NiP doing kind of a fast push there. But the Swedish team, they slow it down over at the brown holes, and now they're just waiting. Zeus the only one inside the bomb site, and you're right, Na'Vi already taken some economic damage. But NiP without any kind of AWP. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're using that grandma chuck, but there's Zeus already getting spotted on inner sight. Again, good damage there coming in. Not quite sure who got the shot on him, but still, and they're bungling smokes as well, though, NiP. This isn't good. Only 1 smoke now onto lower. They're going to have a follow-up one onto connector, and Freiburg is running point blank into Zeus, who spots him first.
Yeah, Zeus with another great grenade, but he will eventually go down. And now Na'Vi, they need to rotate over. They're a little bit slow on the rotation here. It's going to be a 4-on-4 retake with Na'Vi. Look at how they're still scrambling around. This is a lot of time that works in the favor of NiP. So they need some kills right now, Na'Vi, if they want to retake this bomb site. C's doing damage here, and very low is Fiflaren in the back, but there's Exist with the headshot. It's working out for NiP right now.
Exist standing his ground, Exist getting 2 frags, and now he's very close to picking up Guardian as well, who will land the parting shot, but now this is too far gone for Na'Vi. They've realized this. They're too far away from this bomb. It is ticked too far down, and they're deciding to back off and try and hold onto their guns, but get right, he's already cut Guardian off. Guardian is caught!
Yeah, really not the best position, and Get Right's going to be running up. He does make a lot of noise. Guardian, he should know, but weirdly not hearing him, and Get Right takes the AWP away. Massive kill, and now just the 1 rifle saved. So just to quickly reiterate, what really went wrong for Na'Vi that round, the reason they didn't make the rotation as fast as they should have, is because of the smokes that go down for NiP right here on the sidewalk. They run in down the ramp, and then they sort of run in this way, which means when Zeus is in this position right behind the smoke, he can't actually see how many players are there until they're in the bomb site. So we could see that he should have made the call for everyone to rotate really quickly, but because of the smoke, he had no way of knowing that. So, yeah, that's it. Nice smoke work from NiP, and Na'Vi, they get delayed in their rotation.
And they get delayed as far as the rounds are concerned as well. This is going to be a round of eco coming out here for Na'Vi. Only Edward able to hold on to a gun means that they're still pretty strapped for cash here, and they're going to have to just try and get as much damage out onto NiP as they can with these pistols.
Good grenade coming out. C's is going to be dropped as well. Edward has got a double kill, though, and Get Right barely surviving on 4 HP. Got to be really careful here.
And this is still Edward. He's got the rifle. He's already taken a fight at backline, and he will get right in the end. Now into a 2-on-2. Exist Fiflaren. Fiflaren caught out in the open. Edward can't quite find the shot, and Zeus is about to walk right into Fiflaren, but he's got the Kevlar, and he gets the kill.
You must be joking. NiP cannot throw this round away. Edward even has a kit, so he has got some time here. Exist going to peek on out and takes down Edward. And now Zeus is coming in really fast. You know he doesn't have a lot of time because Edward had the kit, not Zeus. So he's going to find Exist really quickly. He's right on top. He gets the kill. I don't think there's enough time, is there?
No, there's definitely not enough time here.
No.
It's just, if he had the kit, it's one of those moments where if he had the kit, he would have got it.
Oh, yeah.
If he does, but he doesn't have the kit. Edward had the kit, you're right. And so Zeus, I mean, they still do. I mean, still, that's one hell of an eco round there for Na'Vi. Like, talk about inflicting some damage. They killed everybody on NiP. That's a lot of money that NiP have to spend this round to get re-equipped.
It's a completely crazy round for Na'Vi. Very well done from them, but it was close to them actually winning. So, NiP, they gotta know how well Na'Vi are playing right now. I mean, they see it every single round. And now look at what NiP are doing here. 4 smokes into the A-bomb site. It is most certainly going to be an A play coming out here from the Swedish team. Going to be throwing them all the way around, and that's good, because, I mean, Guardian with the AWP, he's actually all the way over here, but everyone else inside of the bomb site, they're going to have a hard time seeing anything.
Oh, they're going to have to be worried about this, but they've got the flashes going out. Everybody taking shots. C's is going to start off strong. C's with the double spray through T-main, and Starks lending a hand. There's Exist with a headshot, but it's not good enough. The entire push gets obliterated, and now Get Right makes his way out from alley, but he's all by his lonesome. He has no support.
And Guardian will take him down. So Na'Vi had a great counter to what NiP just did. The smokes, which sort of land in the lanes here, and mainly in the connector as well, and sometimes on the bomb site, but, you know, a lot of the time it's about smoking off the people that might be holding from down here on Ivy or in the connector. It doesn't matter when the rest of Na'Vi are actually holding inside the bomb site and really close to sort of the A bomb site. And that was just it. It was kind of like a direct counter almost.
It was fantastic. I was worried that Guardian not being there with that AWP would be the deal breaker for Na'Vi, that they might not be able to do it. But then everybody seems to be playing so confidently with their rifles on Na'Vi's side. They just landed the crucial shots. A sick nade to start onto Fiflar, he eats the majority of that damage, so he kind of takes it for the team. But this is not going well for NiP. They're getting cut down.
Freiburg trying to put down the bomb in the fire, but it won't happen. Edward investing into a Molotov grenade to make sure NiP do not get any money for that. And look at Freiburg with the 1 dot. He's not impressed, but he should be. Edward, 19 kills, is... right now, NiP are getting wrecked, and it's not often you get to say that. 12-9, we're into the 22nd round, and this is just this is a slightly historic day for Na'Vi, I think.
This is exactly. If they win this,
yeah,
there's no way to describe how pumped Na'Vi will be if they win this series. And Guardian finds Exist in upper halls. Aggressive peek from him on the inner side on upper. And he will find Exist to start things off here. Gets dropped scarily low, but still, that's his work done. And now it looks like they want to speed up behind this. Alley play coming in. Get Right takes point, and he will find the shot.
Get Right with a nice shot on Edward, taking down the top fragger, but Seized is still alive. The monster from Dust 2 taking down 1, goes for the triple, and Seized is going to do it. It's going to be down to just a 1 here for Fiflaren. All alone, 1 on 4, and Seized goes down, but it's not enough. Guardian is still there. It's 13-9, and NiP, they're running out of rounds, running out of money, and they must be running out of hope as well. This is just an incredible performance. We're definitely witnessing some history here, some global offensive history. For the first time in a very long time, we get to see Na'Vi on LAN actually performing like what their name sort of should be. And I mean, this is the legacy that's being brought back to life a little bit.
We've expected this from so long, and now we're actually seeing Na'Vi going toe-to-toe with NiP and coming out on top. That's amazing to see.
Yeah.
And now NiP, they have to be reeling. I mean, it's a pistol round for them. They don't really have any options. They can't even really force up. They have to go for an eco round. That's going to put Na'Vi on the brink of map point. That is, I mean, the pressure is insane right now on the Swedes to perform. They have to find a plant, and so far, this could actually work out here. Both members for Na'Vi, but then Guardian with the AWP.
Yeah, he's ready for the other one. Exist. He wants to make the jump, but Guardian is too fast. The mid-air gets snipped off. If only Forrest had the bomb over here on A, it would be really great, but he doesn't. And it's going to be a 14th round for Na'Vi here. I'm not.
He's got that CZ75 Victoria skin too.
Yeah.
Sick skin, but Forrest, the skin, it's not going to save you. It's not going to save you now, man. He's looking for exits at this point, seeing if he can get cheeky and find somebody, and he will actually manage to get Seized. That's a big kill there. The one parting shot, so there is still that. But now Na'Vi, you know, money is not really the problem for them when they've got 3 members above 10K at the start of the round.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even if NiP come home and win around here, they're going to have to win 3 in a row before Na'Vi are really going to be pressured for money, and that's... It doesn't seem very likely at this point. It seems like the Ukrainian team are just going to 2-0 NiP back into the lower bracket, or into the lower bracket. But this could be the final round for the Swedish team, though. I mean, they finally bought AKs. They have 2 Molotovs and a lot of smoke grenades, so clearly they have something in mind. But the Molotovs on train are pretty hard to use, especially maybe on the terrorist side. They can be really good on the CT side, because you can do what Edward did and prevent the bomb from going down, but on the terrorist side, it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, finding that likely spot, exactly. Finding that spot to put it, make it effective, it is very tough. Like, it's more of a thing. Like, the one that comes to mind is, like, taking over inner sight, and you throw Molly into connector. And they can't, you know, that's going to delay the rotation in from CT side. Something along those lines, yeah, that would be great for NiP. But NiP are still setting up. They aren't quite sure. If Lauren is lining up, he's in a position to line up for a smoke onto A. And now 4 members here for NiP, so it seems like another smoke round out of them.
Yeah, and
they will be setting up for that A play once again.
Last time they did this, it definitely backfired because Na'Vi had some really good positions, and if you look at it, Seized and Edward, they are still in positions to sort of dodge these smokes. Edward is going to fall back. Molotov's coming up from Na'Vi. NiP running in, and they are sustaining a lot of damage already, but Freiburg gets the opening kill, takes 1 down. Edward is going to fall as well. This might be the opening. Guardian with the kill. And it's back into a 2, well, actually 1 on 4 here.
Okay, so there's plenty to talk about here, but there's Guardian. He's getting caught, and he's basically going to have to back off. He looks like he wants to change it up and see if he can take a peek at back lines. Get right about to peek over here. This could be the target for Guardian to get a frag at least, but Guardian, it's completely unrealistic to hope for him to get a frag, or rather for him to get the round. He's not even going to get the frag. But like what made the difference that time around is Seized getting completely flashed and not getting those 2 frags like last time that they went for that A execute. Like the last time that NiP did that, they ran out through teammate and Seized just sprayed them down. He got 2 kills right there as NiP tried to make their way onto the site. This time around, Na'Vi, they're all flashed up and NiP are able to get the kills that they need to get out onto that site.
And also, the smoke's landing a lot more forward for NiP this time. They were really close to where Edward was standing too, so he had to fall back and try and sort of jump in between the trains, and he got caught doing that. So, yeah, this time, better smokes, and maybe also just slightly better timing for NiP. So, yeah, 14 to 10. It is still miles away here. I mean, do you want to put something on the line here, Semler? Are we going to do something crazy if NiP make a 6-round comeback?
If they do that, it's going to be one of the sickest comebacks, because right now with the way that Na'Vi are set up, they should be able to do this. But there's Fiflaurin, quick 1-for-1 trade. Fiflaurin will find Edward, who was waiting in that really awkward spot. Not a big fan of where Edward was holding there.
No.
When he doesn't necessarily have support. That sort of thing can happen where Fiflaurin just catches him with his back turned and gets a freebie.
I mean, 4 on 4 here. 45 seconds left. Fiflaurin down on Pop Dog with the bomb, so it's going to be an A push coming out here. And Na'Vi, it's like they already know they have 3 people, actually a 4th one already rotating in. So the whole CT side is going to be here. And look at C's position. He's going to go down. Great headshot from Fiflaurin, and that helps NiP out miles. Now StarX is next. He's going to go down to Get Right. Guardian and Zeus, 2 on 4, and they don't have the money. They're going to run away with what they got. So NiP are going to take an 11th round.
And NiP, you can't count them out, man. Is the comeback real? Rounds like these are exactly what NiP need. Holding on to 4 guns, keeping that gear, getting the plants, and really forcing Na'Vi onto the back foot. If Guardian goes down here, this is a big play as well. Exist is the first one who's going to be showing up here through connector. Guardian scoped up looking for him. Is there going to be the follow-up shot? There it is. Exist gets caught, and Guardian will manage to find that. But now that's the information for NiP. They now know where Na'Vi are trying to hold on to their guns. They're going to be hunting them down.
Yeah, I don't think they can find them, actually. Get Right here. A little bit too risky to take that duel, so they will hold on to the rifles, and it's going to be 14-11. Get Right with 23 kills and 24 on Guardian. It's like, right now it feels to me like Get Right has made up his mind that they are going to make the comeback. And once that happens, you do get a little bit worried, don't you? Because Get Right is sort of in a league of his own in this game.
Well, that's kind of it, you know, when Get Right really ratchets up his game, like really starts to get frags rolling, he gets the 1 to 2 frags per round, that's when NiP seem to shine, really. So if Get Right's waking up here, and he certainly is sitting at the top of the board, I mean, this is ideal for NiP, but there we go. They're going to try and go for the punish, and Exist drops down and gets the timing on Seized, and brings it back to a 4 on 4.
Yeah, it looks like they are they're pretty determined to try and see if they can get something done over here at Pop Dog. If they move back to B, though, Zeus is actually falling back right around the corner. Oh, it's so close. Freiburg is like, smells like somebody was just here.
How does Zeus decide to hold this? He's going to play it passive. He's just going to back off a little bit and look towards the lower ramp there, but the smoke is going to go down. Timing with the nade could be pretty good here. Going to manage to get Freiburg a little bit, but NiP are making their play for the lower site. They are going to be able to get out here with the bomb, but instant rotation coming out here from Na'Vi. All 4 players really committing to this right from the start.
Look at how aggressive Freiburg is. He's all the way close to the connector. If he gets the kill on Edward, that's going to be a massive difference for NiP. Then all of a sudden, the rest of Na'Vi are going to be caught in a sandwich. Edward's just waiting. He's expecting the backstab for NiP. This is going to be a timing thing. Freiburg comes in. Edward gets the kill, and now NiP. Can they hold it still? 3 on 3. That bomb ticking away. Exist and Get Right picking up kills, but
they're running out of time here. Guardian's going to get caught off guard. Get Right getting right up under the train. Will find the shot. He's even going to be able to pick up the AWP if he wants to, and he will do just that. Looking like he wants to try and make the save for it. But this is going to be Edward backing off now, and this is just catastrophic for Na'Vi. All of their bank has evaporated. I mean, they're getting good bonus money now, which should be able to... I mean, we should be seeing a buy round coming up from Na'Vi again, but if they lose this round without being able to save anything, NiP are way too close for comfort now.
I'm not even going to mention the B word right now, because this is too tense. I can't believe that NiP are still in this game. They're still 2 rounds behind. There's still another 4 rounds for them to win. But right now, it's really scary. And Na'Vi, they gotta feel it too. They must know how incredibly close they are to 2-0ing NiP and putting them down in that lower bracket. So, game is definitely on. Now it's...
That's the thing, isn't it? It's got to be the pressure on... I mean, there's pressure on both teams at this point. Na'Vi to close it and NiP just to make this comeback. But Na'Vi, it's like the pressure's got to be so intense. They have to be able to be in this position to be able to just get 2 rounds. It's 2 rounds. That's all they need to get this win and move on to the winner bracket final.
Yeah. Or I said B word. I meant C word. We can't say it. Can't curse them. It'll be too scary.
It's like the second word out of that. Sort of like the CB word.
I think my mind might have just stopped working because I can't believe that this is really happening. A lot of smokes, a lot of grenades on NiP's side. Not very many on Na'Vi. Look at this. 3 flashbangs, 1 Molotov, and 1 smoke. It's not enough to hold and get right. Picks off StarX with a good headshot coming in. Seized is going to be the next one to go down. Forest on fire as well. Can they hold this? Edward, he seems to be the only one really doing anything, and he's going to go down. Zeus in a 1 on Thor. This is not just going to be 13 rounds for NiP, because Na'Vi won't have any money for the upcoming round. This is going to be incredibly scary now for the Ukrainian team.
And of all the times for NiP to go for a sneaky play like this, you know, they go for A, they smoke it up, they flash it up, they use all the nades to get out onto the site. This time, what do? Get Right starts off with the pick onto StarX, and then NiP just walk their way out onto that site. No nades, no nothing to announce their presence.
Zeus is walking up from behind, which is a really cool idea. Fiflaren might get caught off guard here, but even if he does, it's not going to be enough, and Zeus actually whiffs it. Fiflaren is going to go down, though. Bomb is going to explode. It's going to be that 13th round. The rest of Na'Vi, they just don't have money to buy, so unless they want to go for like crazy FAMASas here. But other than that, it's probably going to be an eco.
Yeah, it has to be an eco. Do you really risk it? No. Like, you need to get Guardian the AWP.
Yeah.
At this point, you just go for pistols and let Zeus kind of wreak havoc as best he can with that rifle. Zeus could be the difference maker here for Na'Vi.
Na'Vi,
oh, man, but this is insane. The pressure on them, Anders, on both of these teams.
Yeah, when you win 8 rounds on the terrorist side of Train, you're supposed to be winning the game, and it exists here. Double grenade down. Zeus is going to go down and peek behind that, already taking damage. And that's the rifle lost for Zeus. Now it's just pistols left here. Forrest looking for the headshot on StarX, but not going to get it.
Forrest, he could have a good opportunity here to pick off Seized. Seized is flashed, and Pop Dog, they know he's there as well. Now they're going to drop right down in front of him. Seized gets 1, but it's not good enough, and there's 3 quick frags for NiP. They get out onto the A site, and there is only Guardian left who's working on a flank from Pop Dog, but guess who's waiting for him already? Pulling a JW. Forrest is ready. He spots the toes, and there you go. The kill comes in, and NiP have actually done this. They've brought it back to 14-14.
Look at all those people dying in Pop Dog. There's 4 bodies just down by this ladder. I'm surprised more people wanted to show up. There should have been a warning to anyone else that people die in this area. And now look at the answer from Na'Vi. This is the tool they're going to use to try and beat NiP here. The very last 2 rounds of this game. Guardian and Zeus are going to be having AWPs.
Yeah, this is it, man. Guardian, the double AWP play, right? And this is of all the times for Na'Vi to try and change up the pace, to try and mess with NiP, this is it. Of all the rounds, 14-14, map point on the brink for either team, and this is how Na'Vi decided to change it up. And Zeus could get the opportunity right here. NiP are slowly walking his way.
And Guardian making it very obvious that he has to open the A bomb site. So when NiP peek here, they might not have realized, but Zeus misses the shot. So now the game is up. NiP know there's 2 ops, and that in itself is pretty important. 1 minute left for NiP. It's do or die time now. If Na'Vi lose this round, they're going to be... Well, they're going to have money to buy for Masters, but that'll probably be it. Edward gets the 1 pick up, but he's going to go down. Is that going to be it? There's definitely going to be an A push coming out, and Seized is in an absolute key position here.
Well, they managed to do a little bit of damage there. This is going to be Freiburg taking quite a bit of damage. In fact, Seized pops down. He manages to find the kill. That's going to open it up here for Forrest, who's looking to pick up the slack. Seized waiting around the corner, turns away, and Forrest catches him. It's down to Zeus alone in a 1v3.
And Get Right took down Guardian. Zeus is running up close to the bomb site here. He's going to go down and Get Right with the double NiP on map point here. 15 rounds for them. And Na'Vi, well... They're going to be buying up as much as they can, and they will have almost full equipment, not quite grenades, and no defuse kit picked up. There's one on Edward. Very, very important here on Train. This is going to be one of the sickest comebacks from NiP. If this really happens, Na'Vi are going to be shook when they get to Inferno.
I don't know if they can recover if they get to Inferno. Talk about having the map in the bag. You just need to get 2 rounds for I don't know how many rounds in a row. That was like... what, 6, 7 rounds in a row that NiP had to run that back? That's obscene.
Yeah.
That NiP have managed to pull this off. It's really a testament just to NiP. Like, NiP are the masters of train. There is no coming back from these guys. It doesn't matter if they're behind on the CT half. Their T side, they make it work.
Apparently so. I would have thought it impossible the way that Navi was playing, because they were playing really well. Right now, NiP is showing us that there's a reason why people consider them to be the best of the best. So we'll see if it's going to keep going. We're in the 30th round here. Potential for overtime is also there, because Navi do have the equipment. Now just 50 seconds on the clock, and it could go either way right now. It's shaping up to be sort of an A push, but it could still be B. But now, when they're moving forward like this, definitely going to be A, isn't it?
And you're assuming, right? That's the thing. They've got 2 at main. They've got 1 over at alley. And Seas is going to start us off strong here. Manages to find the 1. Is careful. He mines the crossfire. And there's 2 quick frags. They come out ahead in this, Navi.
Yeah, they do. And as long as NiP stay here, they're about to get backstabbed. They need to move out of this position. The Exist is sort of looking there. They're pushing up through here. Get right coming out, Navi. Going to get taken down. It's on Exist alone. He gets the 1 kill, but there's the overtime. 15-15. And Navi, they managed to prevent a really sick upset from NiP. And the overtime is MR3 and 16,000. Yeah, 16,000 Zaying money is a really good idea. It's a good format.
Yeah, it's something we've seen now a couple times, actually. But MR3 16K, that means that the money question at the beginning, I mean, 16,000, you should have money to do whatever you want for those 3 rounds of the half. So It really is going to come down to who gets the proper read, who manages to execute. But NiP really seems like they were able to just get the frags that they needed. I mean, Exist waking up, Forest as well, really stepping up to the plate for NiP, and Get Right. I mean, Get Right and Edward, both just tied at 27 frags. So even, in fact. There's only Edward comes out ahead because he has 1 more assist than Get Right.
Okay, so you know what I want to see right now? This is what I want. I want for Guardian to get an AWP, go on Ivy, and then push up, because they've been playing really passively, right? I want to see Guardian push up all the way on Ivy and catch NiP down on this really, really long corridor. That's what I would like to see.
You're telling him to push Get Right, though? Like, that's the thing. Get Right is playing alley for NiP on T side. Do you really want, like, Anders, do you really see yourself pushing against Get Right like that?
Yes, I do. I want to see him scoped up, just walking out and opening up the round for Navi, because right now they're waiting a whole lot, and it's been pretty obvious that for NiP, that works out just fine for them. So I believe, I do.
Well, you can tell that NiP are really playing it passively as well. I mean, Forrest, rather than taking peeks early on in Team Main, he sits and just watches Team Main. He's waiting for Navi to push through to see if anybody's going to push in and try and get information for Navi, and Forrest, he'd be ready and waiting to pounce on that opportunity to get a frag. So I'm wondering, like NiP, they're playing it. It's really both teams just playing it where they've kind of like had that gentleman agreement, like, okay, we're not going to do anything for the first 45 seconds of the round. Like, we're just going to wait for each other.
Well, that's why I want to see, Navi be the first to break that agreement, basically, to just, stop it. But there's a big difference here now, because Navi played the last very many rounds on the normal time. They played that with very little money, which means few grenades. Now they have full equipment, and they're going to take advantage of that. 3 Molotovs being purchased already. Definitely a pretty big investment. And obviously Guardian here in the middle means he's not going to be the one pushing up anyway. So it's back to standard for Navi, except for Zeus. Look at this, Semler. You did point this out earlier on. Look at him. This is Zeus being tricky and cheeky up here on top of it. You can't actually see that he's standing on anything, but I think he's supposed to be standing on that little ledge. That can catch NiP off guard. It's caught many other teams off guard too. Let's see. Did your microphone die in the meantime? Or did you mute yourself? No. I think maybe it did.
Hi, I'm back.
Alright, cool. Let's see. So
we should be starting off the half now, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we're already live.
Okay, good.
No time to waste. We've already been live. Zeus waiting here, but maybe his position not going to be put to use at all. Seized inside, Molotov going to go down, and they're going to be pushing into the A bomb site once again. Navi up on the train, looking to see if they can get the kill there. Seized picking up the first one, and Freiburg goes down on NiP's side. 25 seconds. Fiflaren running in with that bomb, and he's going to reach the end goal there and put it down. Seized is dead, and it's back to a 4-on-4.
This is turning into the real knife fight, isn't it? They're just pacing themselves, but No, NiP, they don't get the bomb plant. Fiflaurin canceled it. Now down to 10 seconds here.
Oh.
Na'Vi, do they even realize this? Yes, they do, but still, they can't really do anything to stop it. Guardian tries to come in from connector to get that shot, but Fiflaurin somehow makes it out of there, and Guardian even tags his teammate.
Yeah, some good damage done to Edward, and that's not really ideal for Na'Vi here, though. 2 kills coming in. Get Right going down as well. Exist. He has to prevent this defuse, but it's already happening. He can't stop it. He's running out. He's going to take down Guardian. No, he doesn't. Oh, that could have been it, but Zeus, he saves Guardian, and Na'Vi win the first round of the overtime. And what we're looking for...
landing the 6 shots as well.
Yeah, what we're looking for is the first team to 19 rounds. That team is going to win.
That's it. It's first to 4 rounds, basically. So 3 rounds and a half, 6 rounds, and so first to 4, and you get the win. And Na'Vi, you know, that's the thing. Regular time, they couldn't do it. Is the overtime what they needed? Because they were able to step it up in the 30th round and get this overtime and not let NiP just take it away from them.
Zeus fell down. He was in that cheeky position again. Guardian does pick up Fiflaurin, so it doesn't really matter. Now Zeus going to be walking up here. And the whole of NiP, they're actually focused on something else. They got to be really careful that they don't forget about the end of the halls.
Zeus could go for the flank, but he decided to sit back. That's going to be Guardian coming in to support, and Edward is here at connector. But there are the flashes, there are the smokes, and NiP are making the play. Exist gets the drop on Guardian, and that brings it back to a 4-on-4. But there's fire everywhere on the site. They can't get the plant quite yet.
And now they forgot about Zeus. He takes down Forrest, who's already putting down the bomb. It's too late now. Zeus ready and ready for Get Right. He's going to go down. It's a 2-on-3. And, well, there's time for NiP to do this, but they don't have the manpower anymore. Freiburg 1-on-3 here. It's going to be walking up, and he gets spotted. Takes down StarSeries. Really great reaction time, but now he's on 2 HP.
And they're seized.
2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, 2 rounds in a row for Na'Vi. They need that perfect half. If they can pick up that perfect half, that would be absolutely fantastic for them. I mean, that would mean they just need 1 round on their T side, and they've shown what they can do with their T side. I mean, they came out ahead in rounds at the end of the first half when Na'Vi started on T side. So this is big here. NiP, they have to pick up this round, and this is not the way to start it. Guardian finds Forrest peeking at Team Main.
Takes him down, makes it look easier as well. He knew what Forrest was up to then. Finds the exact right angle and drops him. And now it's the last round of the first half of the overtime here. Could be really tricky. It seems like you're right. Maybe
they're down a man in this crucial round already.
Hopefully they are going to bring it back up here. We're into the last half of the overtime here, and I think we just had a bit of disconnect on the Twitch, but now I think we should be back again. Hopefully it's going to work, and we'll see if it's going to be working flawlessly from here on out. 4-on-5. Guardian waiting, takes down Fiflaurin. Now it's a 3-on-5. Grenade comes in as well. Guardian very low on health. StarSeries going to clean up Exist, and now the bomb has dropped as well. Just 18 seconds left. Get Right alone, and it's going to be a flawless first half coming in here from Na'Vi. Very well done. And I think the stream works again. Man, that was scary. Yeah, it closed somehow, just closed itself. I'm not sure why.
Okay, well then, yeah, it seems like we're back up. Okay. But yeah, that was big there. Na'Vi getting the 3 rounds. I mean, hell, Na'Vi getting the 3 rounds. NiP going for like an all-in kind of play on Alley, where they put nearly everybody in through Alley, and they were just like, okay, we're going to overrun Guardian. Guardian wouldn't die. StarX walks in, StarX won't die. And then Zeus comes in. It's just like Na'Vi refused to die that round. If NiP managed to pick up Guardian early on, that changes. They get out onto that site. They catch StarX out in the open. But no, Guardian stays alive forever.
He does, and Get Right and Fiflaurin each picking up... Actually, it's not Get Right, it's Freiburg, sorry, picking up that auto sniper. So 2 scope rifles here on NiP's side. And now Forrest is going to be out in the A-bomb site here. Na'Vi pushing quickly. They just need 1 more round, and Edward opens it up with a kill. Na'Vi, are they still going to do it? NiP, they fought so hard to get here. They don't want to give it up yet. If Fiflaurin Exist are going to come in with some really great kills. But look at Zeus here. Smoke goes away. He gets the 1. Seas gets 1. Actually, Zeus doesn't get the kill. Oh, wow.
Oh, but then Seas walks forward and brings it back to a 2-on-2. They've still got time as well. A minute left on this clock here. Na'Vi have all the time to get the plant, and they're going to do just that. Now Seas in position to get the plant, and he will manage it. Now the smoke's going down as well. This is going to burn more time off the clock for NiP, who are stuck at the back line until Freiburg finds the headshot on Guardian.
Seized in a 1-on-2, and this one is for the game. He gets the headshot. Now it's a triple kill. He needs 1 more to take down Freiburg for the quad. He's going to spray. He gets it. All 4 members, and Na'Vi, they knock NiP to the lower bracket. What an incredible upset we're witnessing here in the first...